Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're heading to Japan. Crazy good food, weird inventions, and anime galore. Japan is full of mystery and unique customs. Buckle up, smash that like button, and prepare to be amazed. We're uncovering facts that you probably didn't know about Japan. Let's dive into the first mind-blowing fact. First up, we're tackling the Japanese work ethic. We're talking about inamuri, which basically translates to sleeping while present. Yeah, you heard that right. In Japan, taking a nap at work isn't just accepted, it's practically encouraged. I know what you're thinking. Are you serious? Napping at work? That's insane. But hold your horses. In Japan, if you're caught snoozing at your desk, it's seen as a sign that you're a hard worker, someone who's dedicated to their job to the point of exhaustion. Now, I'm not saying you should start snoozing in your next Zoom meeting, but you got to admit, there's a certain logic to it. I mean, who hasn't felt that post-lunch slump hit them like a ton of bricks? Before you go full-on Sleeping Beauty at your desk, there are some unspoken rules to inamuri. Be discreet about it. No sprawling out or snoring loud. Keep it classy. A subtle head tilt, a quick power nap under your desk. It's gotta be work-related exhaustion. And don't abuse the system. Remember, everything in moderation. Inamuri is about balancing work and rest. All right, from napping at work, we're jumping onto something a little faster, a little more futuristic, and a whole lot cooler. Get ready to have your minds blown by the Shinkansen, aka the bullet train, aka the fastest train on Earth. But this isn't just any train. This train uses maglev technology, which stands for magnetic levitation. Yeah, you heard that right, magnetic levitation. It's like something straight out of Back to the Future, except it's real and it's here. Basically, the train doesn't even touch the tracks. It's suspended in the air by powerful magnets, allowing it to reach mind-blowing speeds of up to 603 kilometers per hour, or 375 miles per hour for us Americans. That's faster than some airplanes. Imagine traveling from Los Angeles to San Francisco in under an hour. That's the power of the Shinkansen. Now I know what you're thinking, that's amazing and all, but isn't it terrifying to ride a train that fast? And the answer is not at all. Because the Shinkansen uses magnets to float above the tracks, the ride is incredibly smooth. You don't feel the bumps, the vibrations, or the noise that you'd normally associate with trains. It's like gliding on air, except you're traveling at the speed of sound. And because the Shinkansen is so efficient, it's also incredibly punctual. We're talking about delays being measured in seconds, not minutes or hours. Can you imagine that? No more frantic dashes through train stations, no more missed connections, just smooth, stress-free travel at lightning speed. The Shinkansen is a testament to Japanese innovation and their commitment to efficiency. It's a glimpse into the future of transportation, and let me tell you, the future is looking bright. Alright, Japan is known for its crazy technology, but this is next level. Imagine walking down the street and bam, vending machine. Walk a little further, bam, another one. You can't escape them, they're everywhere. It's like they're multiplying when you're not looking, and it's not just your typical soda and chips bros. We're talking hot ramen, fresh flowers, even underwear. Yeah, underwear. Imagine needing a fresh pair of boxers and just hitting up a vending machine. Only in Japan, am I right? It's actually pretty convenient if you think about it. No awkward interactions with cashiers, just you, your yen, and a world of possibilities. But seriously, one vending machine for every 23 people? That's insane. So, we've established that Japan is obsessed with vending machines. But let's dive deeper into the weird and wonderful world of Japanese vending machines. Forget everything you thought you knew about vending machine. This is a whole new level. We're talking hot food, cold drinks, toys, clothes, umbrellas, you name it. They probably have a vending machine for it. Need a quick snack? Boom, hot ramen. Caught in the rain? No problem, umbrella vending machine to the rescue. They even have vending machines that dispense fortune slips. You know, those little pieces of paper that tell you your future? What will they think of next? Honestly, I'm surprised they haven't figured out how to dispense entire cars through a vending machine yet. But hey, maybe that's already in the works. Knowing Japan, it's only a matter of time. And you know what? I wouldn't even be surprised. All right, Christmas. Time for family, presents, and KFC? Yeah, you heard me right. In Japan, Christmas just isn't complete without a bucket of Colonel Sanders' finest. It's like a national tradition. Apparently, it all started back in the 70s with a super successful marketing campaign. KFC was like, hey, you know what would make Christmas even better? Fried chicken. And the Japanese were like, heck yeah! And boom, a tradition was born. Now, families all over Japan line up for hours just to get their hands on some crispy, greasy goodness. It's actually kind of heartwarming, in a weird, greasy kind of way. I mean, who am I to judge? Everyone has their own traditions, right? But still, KFC for Christmas? Japan, you do you. So, KFC is huge in Japan during Christmas. Like, really huge. We're talking pre-ordering your buckets weeks in advance, kind of huge. They even dress up the Colonel Sanders statues in Santa costumes. It's like Colonel Sanders is the Santa Claus of Japan, bringing crispy, juicy joy to all the good little boys and girls. And you know what? People love it. It's so unexpected, so bizarre, so Japanese. It just goes to show that you never really know what to expect with this country. They'll surprise you every time. So, if you ever find yourself in Japan during Christmas, do yourself a favor and grab a bucket of KFC. Embrace the weirdness, bros. Embrace the Colonel. Who knows, you might even enjoy it. Okay, get ready for this one. There's a village in Japan called Nagoro, and it's different. Instead of being filled with people, it's filled with dolls. Like hundreds of them. I'm not talking about cute little dolls either. These are life-size dolls, strategically placed all over the village. Sitting on benches, working in fields, even attending school. It's kinda creepy, not gonna lie. But there's actually a sad story behind it. As people moved away or passed away, one woman started replacing them with dolls to keep their memory alive. Now the dolls outnumber the actual residents. It's a little bit eerie, a little bit sad, but also kind of fascinating. It makes you think about life, death, and the legacy we leave behind. Deep stuff. Imagine walking down a street, but instead of people, you're surrounded by these lifelike dolls, staring at you with their lifeless eyes. Yeah, it's definitely got that Twilight Zone vibe. It's like something out of a horror movie, but in broad daylight. But hey, maybe that's just me. I'm easily creeped out. What can I say? But seriously, the village of Nagoro is a perfect example of Japan's unique blend of tradition, creativity, and just a touch of the bizarre. It's a place that will stay with you long after you've seen it, for better or for worse. So, next time you're planning a trip to Japan, maybe skip the tourist traps and head to Nagoro. Just, be prepared to be a little creeped out. And maybe don't go alone. You've been warned. Alright, bros, next up on our list of crazy Japanese things is silent discos. Yeah, you heard that right. Silent discos. You put on some headphones and dance like nobody's watching. Because nobody can hear you. It's just quiet. People are just vibing, moving to their own beat. It's like they're all part of some secret society. Maybe it's about letting go and embracing the weirdness. Okay, so I did some digging, and apparently, silent discos are a thing in other countries too, not just Japan. Who knew? But the question still remains. Why? Some people say it's a great way to avoid noise complaints. Others say it's about personal preference, like choosing your own music. But that's the beauty of going out with friends, right? That's the true clubbing experience. Alright, moving on to something a little less silent. Let's talk about watermelons, but not just any watermelons. We're talking about square watermelons. Yes, you heard that right. Japan grows watermelons in boxes. Why? Because Japan. Apparently, these square watermelons are easier to store in refrigerators, which I guess makes sense. But here's the kicker. They're not even meant to be eaten. They're considered luxury decorative items, for when you want to flex on your guests with a $200 piece of fruit. I mean, I appreciate the creativity, but come on, $200 for a watermelon you can't even eat? That's like buying a Lamborghini just to park it in your living room and stare at it. Okay, I get it. Japan is all about innovation and pushing boundaries. But sometimes, I feel like they take it a bit too far. Like, what's next? Pyramid-shaped pineapples? Cube-shaped oranges? The possibilities are endless, and honestly, a little terrifying. But on a serious note, I guess these square watermelons highlight the Japanese attention to detail and aesthetics. They value presentation and craftsmanship, even for something as simple as a watermelon. Still, I think I'll stick to my regular, round, and most importantly, affordable watermelons. I'd rather spend my $200 on, like, a huge supply of protein or something. From silent discos to square watermelons, Japan never ceases to amaze and sometimes confuse us. And today's dose of Japanese wonder comes in the form of the shortest escalator in the world. Tucked away in a shopping mall in Kawasaki, this miniature marvel stands at a whopping 5 steps. Yes, you heard that right, 5. It's so small, you could probably miss it if you blink. So what's the point of having an escalator that barely takes you anywhere? Some say it's just a quirky tourist attraction, while others believe it serves a practical purpose, like helping elderly or disabled individuals navigate a small height difference. Whatever the reason for its existence, this tiny escalator has become a symbol of Japan's love for all things cute and compact. It's a reminder that even the smallest things can bring joy and amusement. Plus, it's pretty hilarious to watch people ride it. It's like they're taking the most underwhelming amusement park ride ever. But hey, at least it's a conversation starter, right? And who knows, maybe it's secretly a portal to another dimension. Or maybe it's just a really short escalator. Okay, this one is the perfect fact for all you cat people out there. In Japan, they have islands completely overrun by cats. Imagine a whole island of cats chilling, napping, and being adorable. We're talking hundreds, thousands of them. You step off the boat and bam, greeted by fluffy cuteness. Aoshima is a cat person's paradise, cats just vibing in the streets. You can actually visit these islands. Now I know what you're thinking, you gotta take us there. We need a cat island adventure. And trust me, I'm already looking into flights. Imagine me, surrounded by hundreds of adorable cats, filming it all for you guys. We could play with the cats, feed them treats, maybe even teach them some sick gamer moves. Okay, maybe not the last one, but you get the idea. It would be pure chaos, but the good kind of chaos. The kind that makes the internet go wild. Plus, think of all the memes we could make. We could recreate classic cat videos, do some funny skits. The possibilities are endless. It would be a content goldmine. And let's be real, who wouldn't want to see me get absolutely swarmed by a bunch of fluffy kittens? Seriously though, Japan, if you're listening, hit me up. Let's make this cat island adventure happen. I'm ready to embrace my inner catman and explore these feline wonderlands. It's time to show the world the true meaning of cat-tastic. From one weird Japanese thing to another, get ready, it's about to get steamy and noodly. You know how much I love ramen, right? It's the ultimate comfort food. Forget ramen bowls, they have ramen baths. You can submerge yourself in a giant tub of ramen broth. It's like a hot tub, but with savory, pork-infused broth. A spa treatment and a meal all in one. Okay, maybe I'm overthinking this. It is Japan after all, the land of weird and wonderful experiences. And who knows, maybe a nice, long soak in a ramen bath is exactly what I need to achieve peak relaxation. Plus, think of the Instagram potential. And let's be real, a ramen bath selfie would break the internet. Get ready for this. Rabbit Island. Japan is home to an island overrun by fluffy bunnies, and it's as adorable as it sounds. Forget Jurassic Park, this is bunny paradise. Imagine stepping off a boat onto an island where hundreds of fluffy bunnies hop around freely. They're everywhere, munching on grass, chilling in the shade, and being adorable. This magical place is called Okinoshima, a giant playground for bunny lovers. You can pet them, feed them, and take selfies with them. It's like a real-life Disney movie, but with more hopping and cuteness. Okinoshima is all about the bunnies. People come from all over the world to experience the joy of being surrounded by hundreds of fluffy bunnies. After the year we've all had, who couldn't use a little bit of bunny therapy? Imagine strolling through fields of green, the sun shining down on you, and all around you, bunnies are hopping and playing. It's like a scene out of a fairy tale. All right, this one's wild. Imagine needing to go to a wedding, but you're like tragically unpopular. No +1, no wingman, just you and your crippling social anxiety. Well, fear not, because in Japan, you can actually hire a fake friend. Like a real person, paid to pretend they know you. It's like renting a friend for the day. Imagine explaining that to your actual friends. Oh yeah, Steve? Yeah, we go way back. He's really into taxidermy. And it gets weirder. It's not just friends you can rent. We're talking full-on family packages. Need a fake dad for a work function? Done. A stand-in mom for parent-teacher night? No problem. They have entire agencies for this stuff. It's like Uber, but for human interaction. Seriously, what is happening over there? Okay, moving on to something a bit darker, but equally fascinating. This is Aokigahara, also known as the Suicide Forest. It's chilling, man. Aokigahara is infamous for being eerily silent. The trees are so dense they block out almost all external sound. Imagine walking through this place, surrounded by nothing but towering trees, and the only sound you hear is your own breath. Creepy, right? The forest has a dark history, often associated with, well, suicide. It definitely adds to the heavy atmosphere of the place. It's enough to make even the most skeptical person feel a shiver down their spine. Despite its reputation, Aokigahara is a place of natural beauty. The sunlight filtering through the trees, the moss-covered rocks, glimpses of Mount Fuji peeking through the canopy. It's breathtaking. Beauty and tragedy exist side by side. The contrast, the mystery, the otherworldliness. It makes you think about life, death, and everything in between. It's a place that stays with you long after you leave. Sometimes, the most unsettling experiences can be the most profound. And that, my friends, concludes our whirlwind tour of Japan's most mind-blowing facts. We've seen napping salarymen, levitating trains, square watermelons, and even a forest of eerie silence. Japan, you never cease to amaze. If you enjoyed this journey into the land of the rising sun, smash that like button like your life depends on it. And don't forget to subscribe for more mind-blowing facts and hilarious adventures. What did you guys think? Which fact was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below, and maybe, just maybe, we'll explore it further in a future video. Until next time, stay awesome.